All right, welcome to the third session of our personal development and character formation workshop. We've discussed quite a number of things from session 1 to session 2, and all of those borders on how we can discover ourselves, discover our purpose, set a vision statement, define who we are, and then set out our goals. So if you follow the lessons carefully, I want to believe that right now as we are here on session 3, you have your vision statement clearly written and clearly hanged on the wall in your room, and that paper is also containing at least 3 goals that you have set for yourself. So in this session, we are going to talk about the key to achievement, which is positive habits and discipline. This is critical because, as they will say, you will never always be motivated. You have to learn to be disciplined. There are times when the motivation will not be there. What will pull you out there to do what you need to do will be your discipline, not motivation. Now, a vision without discipline is just a fantasy because it will never be actualized. Goals without the proper habits are like having seeds without the soil. Nothing will grow because your habit is the soil where your goals will be planted and grow. For those of you that are friends of that are very good with the Bible, there is the story about the sower, right? And that story reflects what we are talking about here. So in this session, we want to shift our attention from visualizing, from dreaming, to doing. And what we are basically saying is that it is time to get your hands dirty. It's time to step out and work. Put it to work. Put your plans to work. And it begins with building the daily habits and the discipline that will fuel the real personal development that we are all looking for. Now, why does habit even matter? You are not just the sum of your goals and your visions. Your habit is a very, very critical component of who you are as a person. Now, what do you do consistently, not occasionally, is what actually shapes your character, your mindset, and ultimately the result that you are going to achieve in life. Occasional activities, as fancy as it may be, it's not what is going to guarantee you success. It is consistency. What you do consistently. So you may want to take an evaluation of your life. What is that thing that you do consistently every day you are doing it? For some of us, it is watching people's status on social media. And that thing is impacting your character, is impacting your mindset. And it is also going to determine the kind of result you are going to get from life. So a person who develops the right habits will grow even when motivation is low. We'll take this quick commercial break, and when we return, we shall look at the power of small choices.
Hi there. Thank you for choosing to participate in our workshop. We're thrilled to have you on this learning journey with us. If you just came across this video online or on our channel, you can access all the workshop videos on our website at jomorc.com or on our YouTube channel at Jomo Mentorship. Looking to take your skills to the next level? Explore a wide range of in-depth courses at elearn.jomorc.com. Here's a glimpse of what we offer. Number 1, digital marketing fundamentals. Number 2, website optimization and marketing. Number 3, search engine marketing. Number 4, social media marketing. Number 5, content marketing. Number 6, email marketing. Number 7, digital analytics and reporting. Number 8, mobile marketing. Number 9, online reputation management. Number 10, artificial intelligence in digital marketing. Number 11, content creation and copywriting. And finally, number 12, affiliate and CPA marketing. Whether you prefer learning remotely or at your own pace, we've got you covered with flexible and engaging learning experience. Visit elearn.jomorc.com today and start building the future you deserve.
Right, welcome back from that quick commercial break. Now let's talk about the power of the little choices, the everyday choices that we make. Sometimes we have this assumption that for our life to change, we need to make an overhaul. We need to make something drastic, something overnight. However, change begins with the little, small, and repeated actions that we take. Not in the organized effort. It is in the daily, small, and repeated actions. Actions such as waking up 30 minutes earlier, reading one chapter of a book daily, exercising for 50 minutes in a day, spending 10 minutes in prayer or in meditation or in reflection. These things I just mentioned now look very small, look very minute. But do you know that they will be the very foundation of every other development that you are going to seek in your life? It may seem insignificant, but over time, these small actions will compound into a big result. For example, reading a chapter of a book a day means that in 2 weeks, you can read a book. In a month, you can read 2 books. Do you see? There are small actions. Focus on the small actions that you are taking on a daily basis and repeated. Those are the things that matters. It's not the once in a year workshop that you attend, not the once in a year conference that you attend. No. It's not the organized religious activities that you participate in. No. It is the everyday activities, the small everyday activities that you do. Now, let's talk about habit loops. According to behavioral scientists, habit follow 3 cycles: cue, routine, and reward. Cue are triggers, the things that trigger your alarm, the things that cause you to panic, the things that cause you to wake up from your slumber, the things that cause you to become alert and become conscious. Routines are the things that you do regularly. Drink water, you pray, you check your phone, check your emails, you exercise. All of these routines that you do forms your habit. And then the reward. Reward is the feelings that you get, the satisfaction, the energy, or the distraction that you get from your cue or your routine. These 3 things build a good or a bad habit. So it becomes necessary for you to identify your cue, do the positive routine, and link it to a meaningful reward. And the reward that have a long-term impact. Now we'll take this quick commercial break, and when we return from the break, we shall look at the role of discipline.
Hi there. Thank you for choosing to participate in our workshop. We're thrilled to have you on this learning journey with us. If you just came across this video online or on our channel, you can access all the workshop videos on our website at jomorc.com or on our YouTube channel at Jomo Mentorship. Looking to take your skills to the next level? Explore our wide range of in-depth courses at elearn.jomorc.com. Here's a glimpse of what we offer. Number 1, business planning and implementation. Number 2, business documentation and accounting. Number 3, business registration and legalization. Number 4, agribusiness establishment and management. Number 5, decoration and events planning enterprise. Number 6, fashion design enterprise. Number 7, food processing and packaging. Number 8, green energy enterprise. Number 9, oil and gas enterprise. Number 10, real estate and construction enterprise. Number 11, technology and security enterprise. And number 12, fintech and e-commerce enterprise. Whether you prefer learning remotely or at your own pace, we've got you covered with our flexible and engaging training experiences. Visit elearn.jomorc.com today and start building the future you deserve.
And welcome back from that short commercial break. Now let's look at the role of discipline. Motivation is emotional. It will always comes and goes. It will not always be there. However, discipline is intentional. It shows up even when you don't feel like it. Discipline means doing what you must do, especially when you don't feel like doing it. Discipline is waking up early to study even though you don't feel comfortable with it. It is saying no to distractions even though it is difficult to do so. It is showing up again and again even when nobody is watching you, even when nobody is commending you, even when nobody is appreciating you. That is discipline. In the hustling, living culture that we have found ourselves, we often glorify effort more than discipline, more than smart effort, which is the reason why many of our successes are not sustainable. Now, how do you build good habits and break bad habits? Number 1 is for you to start small. Do not try to change 10 bad habits at once. Start with 1 and then make it easy for yourself to say no to it. Don't try to overhaul your life at once. Have a lot of weaknesses, a lot of bad habits. You will start breaking them one after the other. Number 2 is to be consistent. Don't try to be perfect. Just try to be consistent with it. Just try to be consistent with your effort. Thirdly, is for you to stack your habits. Attach a new habit to the old one that you are trying to displace or you are trying to replace, so that as you are trying to displace that, you have something that is taking that vacuum, because that vacuum is something that you cannot tolerate. So you need to find something in place of it. There are somebody that are falling for drinking. Find something to replace that drinking. Find something that you'll be doing at that time that you're supposed to be in a bar drinking. There are somebody that smokes. Find something that will replace the smoking. Just removing smoking, stopping smoking, and leaving that vacuum there is what will be impossible for you to do. The next is for you to track your progress. Use a calendar, use a journal, use the app, whatever it is, to measure the progress that you are making with changing your habits. Then reward yourself. Celebrate what you have done. Celebrating what you have done ingrinds it in you, imbues it in you, makes you believe it. So you can say, because I've been able to stop smoking, I've been able to cut down on my drinking, let me buy myself a shirt. Every time you wear that shirt, you remember that that is a reward that you got for stopping a bad habit. Then lastly, is for you to cut off triggers. Every bad habit has a trigger. Cut them off. Very, very important. The reason why many of us are struggling with dealing with bad habits is because we have not cut off the things that trigger those bad habits. I believe this is even the first thing you need to do. Stop going to the bar. Stop hanging out with those friends. And it becomes easier for you. Now, I want to give you this as a bonus. Time management as a form of discipline. To discipline yourself when it comes to time, you want to make sure you focus on what we call the Pomodoro technique, which emphasizes on 25-minute focus and 5-minute breaks. What this technique talks about is when you want to attend a meeting, focus on the dot 25 minutes from the time, and then ensure to be there 5 minutes to the time. Prepare a to-do list and ensure that your to-do lists are arranged in the order of priorities, and then be specific about the hours you want to spend doing certain things. Finally, discipline is not a punishment, it is a freedom. Somebody will say freedom is expensive. If you want freedom from your parents, while you are with your parents, you are independent. Your parent tells you what to do, when to do it, and sometimes they force you to do it. You want independence, you want emancipation. What that means is that you have to also develop the habit of pushing yourself to do things even when you don't feel like doing it. And that is what I think is very, very instructive about what we are discussing today. When you are disciplined, you don't have to rely on motivation or pressure. You become your own boss. You live your life by design and not by default. What I then want you to do, as we bring this to a close, is to choose one habit you would like to build and one bad habit you want to break. Write down your cue, write down your routine, and write down your reward. Track it for the next 7 days, and don't forget, start small, stay consistent, and watch your life begin a shift towards where you have always dreamed it to be. Once again, thank you very, very much for joining this session. See you in the next session, where we shall be exploring how to manage emotions, how to build strong relationships, and how to become socially intelligent. Thank you very much. See you in the next session.